So today we're going to go over a unilateral full body resistance exercise. Okay, we're going to just do a simple step up to curl the shoulder press. Right. This exercise can be like turned into a lot more complicated if you use dumbbells or something like that. We might get into that, but first we're gonna see if you can actually do it without any weight. So this exercise, you can also turn it into like a lot more different like planes of exercise. You can work a bunch of like different sections. But today, yeah, we're just gonna do the sagittal plane. You just step forward into it. Whereas like you could switch it up and do a bunch where you end up stepping sideways into it, or stepping sideways but then twisting into it as well. But yeah, today we're just gonna do just the basic one. So this exercise is nice as well because like not only can you use it for stabilization exercises, but you can use it for power exercises as well. And we're gonna go through both of those so you know exactly like what the difference is between the two. So for the stabilization exercise, those are always like key. You need to be able to do stabilization exercises before you do power exercises, right? So that's the one we're gonna start with. All you gotta do is place one leg up, step up, and say you had like a weight, right? You would step up, only stay on the one leg, curl, and then shoulder press. And then you come back down. But stay nice and controlled as well. Yeah, step up with your one leg, up, curl, shoulder press, and back down. Okay, so that was good, like the whole motion, but a few things I want you to practice is while you come up, okay, make sure after you curl, shoulder press, come back down, make sure to like come down nice and slow. You're coming down like, once you've done the whole exercise, you're like, drop. Okay? So yeah, you want to stay focused and it activates the hips really well and helps with the extra balance.
You might as well just get all the games out of it. Look skinny, look jacked.
Press and then slowly down.
That's kind of where I was at. Yeah.
There you go. Okay, and now one other thing I noticed as well, I'll do it in front of the camera here. As you're stepping up onto the box, you're kind of doing like a calf raise with your other foot. That's almost like a sense of cheating, because then you're like powering up with one foot. So I want you to like really push off with the one leg rather than trying to almost jump with the other one, right? So, so when you step up, right, just kind of press instead of step up and then calf raise, right? So really push off the top leg. Yeah, there you go. See, and it's a little harder to balance, right? But then all your force is on the one leg. Okay, and back down. Nice. And now we did like 3 on this leg, so I want you to try 3 on the other leg now, just to keep everything nice and balanced. I know your left might be a little less strong, so it might be a little more complicated to balance. Good. And slow and controlled there. Perfect. Alright, a couple more.
Oh, dude, like, it's unexplainable. Like, I used to get off
slow and controlled, and slow down. Okay, one last one. And really focus on that slow down. Try to take like 3-4 seconds on the way down just to really activate it. I'll count for you. Up, curl, press, down, and then 1, 2, 3. Nice. All right. So now that's this exercise. Are you comfortable with it? Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to practice like a power version of the same exercise. So now instead of being like as slow and controlled, you want to try to like power your way up as much as possible, right? So like with this part, you're not going to be able to like curl it nice and easy and then press. You want to try to do it all in one motion. So you want to try to get from point A, which is down here, to point B, which is all the way at the top, as fast as possible. But of course, still controlled. You don't want to hurt yourself. So up, right? Then you come down, straight up. Okay. So again, this one, like, if you have to use that little bit of calf raise, like that's understandable because we're trying to do power, but still do your best to not use like yeah, so everything's kind of one motion rather than like 3 separate parts. Good. Okay. first, and then yeah, we'll do 2 on the left leg after to balance it out. Okay. Now before we go to the other left leg, try to do all one motion, because I'm still seeing you come up here, then doing the curls and the press like the stabilization one. You want to try all one motion. Okay, and then do a couple with the left leg here. Good. Like I know right now too, it feels a little weird because we're not using any weight. So I'll give you maybe some like 5-pound dumbbells just to kind of test it out here. Test these guys out. Because in this way, it like fully shows like how to like, keep them in and press them properly.
Okay. Can I go with my right leg?
Yep. Good. And one with your left. So that was a little tougher with your curls because you're still coming almost out with your shoulder raised, whereas you want to keep everything nice and tight. So instead of coming out like this, right, because then you're kind of doing a big front raise. Let's try one more time here. Keep it on your sides. Okay.
This is hard, okay. Can I start with this?
Just like that, yeah. It'll take some getting used to, especially as a power exercise. I don't expect you to do it first try. So that was pretty good.